And joining us now in the studio for Notre Dame Day is the Dean of the College of Arts and Letters, John McGreevy. John, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's great to be here, Pete.
I know you've got a lot of really exciting things going on right now in the College of Arts and Letters that I want to talk about. Tell me about some of the new programs that you guys have been working on.
Yeah, we're fired up. I mean, just this year, I think we're going to have 3 new programs developed, and we think all of them are going to really fit a great niche for our students. One is in financial economics and econometrics. Economics is now the biggest major in the university. We've seen a real surge in student interest in economics, and this will be a sort of high-end program for students who have a real interest in financial markets and particular interest in using higher-end math to look at financial questions. Another program that we're excited about is joint with the College of Science. This is the first ever program between 2 colleges equally, and it's in neuroscience, which is a big area out there in the world that a lot of people are interested in, that Notre Dame hasn't done that much in because we don't have a medical school. But now we have the opportunity to put together a really excellent undergraduate program. And so you can either do neuroscience through psychology, which is in arts and letters, or through biology, which is in the College of Science.
It's a really unique pairing. What were some of the challenges of creating that and blending the 2 schools together?
You know, it's always a little bit of a puzzle because you have to get 2 different groups of faculty to work together. But actually it worked out pretty smoothly because a lot of our scientists in both psychology and in biology have these deep interests in neuroscience, and they were fired up to do it. And once the faculty want to do it, and once we see that there's real student interest, it goes pretty smoothly from there.
Now you're running the largest college here at the university. What are some of the challenges that comes from having so many majors under one umbrella and so spread out?
You know, I look at less as challenge than opportunity. I think one of the great things about arts and letters is the variety of things that you can do in the college. And so we have 20 different departments, more majors than even the number of departments. We have about half the undergraduate students, about 40% of the graduate students, and all of that put together makes for a lively, vibrant enterprise.
It's a really exciting venture that's about to begin here on campus, the Campus Crossroads project at the stadium, which I know a lot of people have probably heard about from now. How is that going to benefit your department? Because I know it's going to very heavily influence the College of Arts and Letters.
It's going to have a huge effect. For those who don't know, the Campus Crossroads project is 3 buildings around the stadium. 1 building will be for student affairs, which is terrific. 2 other buildings are really going to shape arts and letters. On the south end of the campus, or the south end of the stadium, will be a new building for music. Our music building was built in the late 19th century, and we love that building, but it's not really adequate for what we're doing now. And we have a great undergraduate music program, and also what we think will be the world's best program in sacred music, and now they'll have facilities to match that. On the east side of the stadium, 2 separate departments will have new facilities, anthropology and psychology. Psychology right now is in 7 different buildings. I don't know if you remember Hager Hall, which is on the north end of the North Quad, which is not a building anybody's fighting for on campus. That building is just one part of the psychology department, which is spread out in 7 different buildings, and now they're all going to be together. Their labs, their classrooms, their faculty offices. It's going to be a tremendous dynamic space for students.
Can you talk about some of the advantages that gives to a certain department? I know I was an FTT major here, and that was largely spread out before it all kind of got put under the one umbrella and the new Leighton.
In the DPAC.
The DPAC building, yeah. Talk about some of the advantages that gives your faculty and your students being under one roof.
It's just such a big advantage. For the faculty, the big advantage is that the more experienced senior faculty will be next to, working with, advising, mentoring the less experienced younger faculty that we hire just out of graduate school. Right now, they never see each other. They're in different buildings, sometimes in way into South Bend, not just even on campus. For the students, I think the advantage is even bigger, because now a student can imagine going to a class, let's say on cognitive psychology, walking out to a lab and working with a faculty member on a particular project, and then going to that faculty member's office to talk about their senior thesis, all within the space of a few hundred yards. That's an incredible advantage for us.
It's got to be a little cool to be moving into the football stadium too. That's a nice advantage.
Very cool. We're excited. I think this is a nice marriage of athletics and academics that maybe you could only pull off at Notre Dame. And we think it's going to really benefit our programs.
All right, John, well, I appreciate your time. It was wonderful speaking with you.
Great pleasure.
The good work here on campus.
Thank you very much.
Again, John McGreevy, Dean of the College of Arts and Letters, and now let's go back to Abby at the desk.
All right, thanks so much, Pete. And